This podcast is powered by Amelie Lens. Use discount code HARDNEWS10 for a 10% discount on your festival outfit. Hey Pookies! Did I say it correctly? Yeah. okay. Welcome back to a brand new episode of PLAFONDDIENST, the Hardstyle podcast, in which we always talk about the hardstyle scene. If it's on stage or backstage, it always is about the biggest names in the harder styles. So my name is Wouter from Hard News, and I'm always joined by Marijn, better known as Flux Overload.
Hey.
Marijn, today is a special one, and we just had Reverze last weekend.
Indeed.
Did you go to Antwerp?
No, I didn't go to Antwerp, but looking at the videos and all the new music that the artists have premiered, that was really nice. It looked really sick. So big ups to Reverze again.
Yeah, Reverze always has the biggest names, including the one that we have on our couch today.
Of course.
And for the first time ever, we finally have a female on the couch in the podcast. So that's something new. And after breaking through on the biggest raw stages, her schedule hasn't slowed down for a second. Because I'm really glad we could finally have her. Because last week she was already in Mexico, the week before in Japan or wherever all over the world. And whatever she brings, she always brings her raw power to every stage. And please give it up for Mish.
Hey!
Yay!
Michelle, great to have you here. How's it going?
That's really good. Yeah, I'm a little bit jet lagged still, honestly, but
I can imagine.
I'm surviving.
Which time zone are you living in right now?
I have no idea.
Well, last weekend you played at Reverze, like we said in the intro. How was it?
It was so good. It was like my second time at Reverze, and just the production is crazy.
It's
let alone
insane.
it's wild, but just everything about it is great. Like the crowd is like probably one of the best crowds I've ever played for. Like everyone, they just love everything. So yeah, it was really sick. I loved it.
How cool is that? Yeah, I wasn't at Reverze, but I looked into your track list because those track list guys are really fast.
Oh, really? Oh, it's already online. Okay.
Yeah. I saw like a whole variety of tracks that you played, from Gigi D'Agostino to of course your own tracks. Uh-huh. But it was really diverse.
Yeah. I like to just do a bit of everything nowadays. I'm having way more fun with it, a little bit more experimental and stuff. Yeah. So yeah, I'm like a little bit of a hard dance girly now rather than just hard style. So
it is the harder style. So yeah, you can go multiple ways, right?
Yeah, of course. No, I like it.
How awesome is that? Well, if we go back to the beginning, because you play at the biggest stages of all, from Mexico to Tokyo to everything, everywhere in between.
Yeah.
And also you played at EPIK in Australia for 22,000 people.
Damn. Yeah, that was like, I don't know if I can swear.
You can swear.
Yeah, you can swear.
That was fucking insane. Like seriously, like that was like, you get up there and you look at the crowd and like you just, normally if you see, like if I play like, I don't know, DEF CON or something, you can like kind of see the end. But this, you just couldn't see the end of people. Like it was like so wide and so long. I got up there, I was like, oh shit. Like, that's a lot of people.
It was like an infinity pool, but then for a DJ booth.
Yeah, literally. It was wild, but yeah.
How awesome is that? And if we rewind for a second, because how did your journey as Mish started?
Yeah, it's like I kind of just started. It all started actually at Massive in Sydney. It's like a hardstyle club there. It used to be Saturdays. Now it's Fridays. I kind of like just started going there, and then I really like fell in love with the music. And then I came over to the Netherlands for like DEF CON and festivals like that. And yeah, I kind of just fell in love with it that way. So I decided to like just try and do it myself. Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah.
You all went into the rabbit hole.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I was just deep dived.
Yeah, because most of the times we had plenty of guests here on the podcast who said, first time we just went to the Netherlands, and then after we already practiced like for years to eventually move to the Netherlands. But you moved pretty quickly, right?
Yeah, well, I already went, the first time that I went, I was like, oh my God, I love it here. I want to move. And then I kind of just was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. Whatever. I don't care. I'm just going to see what happens. So, yeah.
Well, that takes a lot of courage.
Yeah, it was really like nerve-wracking, honestly. Like also now I'm still getting used to it. It's pretty hard sometimes, but yeah, I just wanted to try something new. So.
And for how many years have you been in the Netherlands for now?
Good question. I think 8 years now.
8 years.
Yeah.
Now. Did you already learn some Dutch?
In beetje.
Een beetje. Nice.
No, I understand quite a bit, but yeah. I like know my certain words that I can pronounce good, and then the rest of it is just like I shouldn't even try. So my accent makes it like hard.
Yeah, we have the same in English. To be fair. And was there one certain show that changed everything for you?
Yeah, I think DEF CON in 2022. It was my first ever DEF CON. I played like 11 a.m. opening the Indigo stage on a Sunday. And I was like, oh, there's going to be no one there. I was just picking random tracks at the start because I was like, yeah, it's probably like the first 20 minutes is just be like no one, whatever. And then like I literally started within the first track, like the whole stage was just like, and like all these people just like ran from the camping to there, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, okay. I was like, let me just like alter my track list then, and just the vibe was crazy, and I just didn't expect it to be like that. So I think that was definitely the one where I was like, okay, this is good.
Yeah, if people are down at 11 in the morning,
exactly,
then,
on a Sunday,
that means something.
That's true dedication.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, everyone's gonna be too tired. And then I got off the stage and I was literally like shaking like this because I just had a coffee for breakfast. Like I was
Nothing else.
too nervous to eat or anything like that. So I was like, adrenaline was like crazy, and I did my meet and greet, and I was like, I didn't really plan it very well. So I just like kind of stood in the middle of everyone, and then I had like everyone around me. So I was like standing like this, and I was like, oh my god. So yeah, it was great. I loved it.
Yeah, and ever since you've played at festivals worldwide,
Yeah.
how is it to be on tour that much?
I love it, honestly. Like I love traveling. So being able to like do that as my job is like crazy. So I'm pretty strong when it comes to like, changing time zones and like, being on the run all the time and stuff like that. So I'm kind of like good at that. So it just feels good. I can't say anything else other than that.
Well, respect for that, because when we go from wintertime to summertime, then I'll already...
I've been trying to avoid winter as much as possible. So
Then you chose the right job.
Yeah, literally. Like every summer, I'm like, all right, every December, I'm like, get me to Australia or something where it's summer, because like I need to not be in any minus temperatures.
I can imagine.
But it's also quite stressful to travel that much, right? Or don't you experience that much stress?
No, I do. But I feel like I function better in stress. It sounds weird. Like if I don't have something to do and I don't have like pressure behind me, I kind of just get lazy. So I'd rather be like that.
Okay.
Sounds weird, but
that's one way to handle the stress, of course, right? Yeah.
A therapist would probably say otherwise.
Never listen to the therapist, man.
Well, I have that as well. If something needs to be done in like 4 weeks, then I'm like, I'll get to it in 3 weeks.
You like leave it the day before and you're like,
exactly. And are there still some countries and festivals then on your bucket list?
There's like this water festival. It's called like S2O.
Yeah. In Thailand, isn't it?
Yeah, there was also one in Australia too. I think they also do some other places, and that just looks lit. Like, I love summer and I love water and everything. So I'm like, if I can like combine everything like that, that'd be crazy.
Can you explain what that festival is? Because I've never heard of it before.
Yeah, it's just like they just like shoot, instead of like flames or whatever, they just shoot like water into the crowd, and like there's just like water things everywhere, and like everything's like
water.
It's really cool.
Okay, cool.
Interesting.
But also into the audience, they are standing with like a huge cannon, just on the side of the dance floor, and then when the drop comes, 3, 2, 1.
No, it looks really cool.
Okay.
And then I literally like, everyone's like, what countries do you want to play in? And I'm like, I just want to play everywhere. Like
everywhere.
Well, I mean, maybe not like some dangerous countries, but like any countries that I can, where I can go, I will go. So,
you want to see the world.
Yeah, really. I would even in South Africa. I don't know, something crazy. Like I want to go everywhere.
And I believe you also experienced something in Finland, right?
Finland. What did I experience?
There was something with a certain USB or something like that.
Oh, Yeah, I think that's probably with my stress that I have. Sometimes I'm forgetful. So I kind of like left my headphones and USBs at home, which was
Oh shit!
Yeah. And when did you find that out?
yeah, in the hotel, like half an hour before I had to leave. I don't even know. Like I was even doing my track. I always take my laptop with me, so luckily I had that. But I was just like doing my track list in the hotel, and then I'm like, okay, let me just load my USB. And then I looked in my bag. I was like, and then I looked in my suitcase, and I was like, and then I called my friend, and I was like, do you have my headphones? She's like, why would I have your headphones? And I'm like, oh shit. And then so luckily she had a spare USB, and then I had to ask around like I asked all the artists. No one had like a USB converter, because I have a MacBook. So no one had that unless I got to the party, and then someone had it, thankfully. And then I had to ask Radical Redemption for his headphones because I didn't have mine. And he's like, Michelle. And I'm like, I'm sorry. So that's like now every time I leave the house, I literally have to like get my headphones and touch them and look at them. And then put them in my bag and then touch them again and then I get in the car or wherever I have to go and I touch them again to make sure that I have them because I'm so paranoid.
It's basically
now.
one of the most important things.
Yeah, literally. Like I can't believe I did that. That was I was in the middle of moving as well. So I think my brain was just, not working that day. So
I can totally imagine. So now it's more like a routine, as in always touch your headphones before going to a booking.
Yeah, pretty much. Like I'm so worried now. So, and I also have like spare USB in my suitcase, in my bag, in my car, like everywhere, just in case as well, with music on it. So
it's everywhere, like a scavenger hunt.
Yeah,
you will find a USB of Mish.
I also have them with my earplugs as well because I lose those all the time. So I have spares like everywhere. So
well, that means you're well prepared.
Yeah, exactly. So.
That's awesome. Well, it might be sometimes then a frustration if you can't find your USB, and that's what our listeners have as well. So that's why they send in their festival frustrations in this podcast.
What a bridge. Nice.
Yeah, there we go. Because in this segment of Plafondienst, we always talk about your festival frustrations. Do you have one? Please send it to us on Instagram in a voice clip at Plafondienst, the podcast. And this time, we got a special one. So I'm really curious what you guys think of this festival frustration.
Okay.
There we go.
One of my biggest festival frustrations is when I'm dancing, really in the zone, and then someone stops right in front of me, just standing there on their phone, leaving me with barely any space. Like, why would you walk into the middle of a dancing crowd just to text?
Yeah.
I mean,
fair point.
Yeah, literally fair point. Like, don't ruin the dance floor with your vibes.
Has it ever happened to you, Mish?
No, I don't think so. I mean, well, I'm barely like sometimes I'm in the crowd now. Like if I'm had a few drinks, I'm like, let's go. But then everyone's just asking for a photo, so I don't really experience the dance floor vibes anymore.
Yeah, you don't get to dancing on the dance floor.
No, not really. Like I try to, but yeah, I mean, I love it, so it's fine. But yeah, I mean, yeah.
Maybe we should work on a solution, like getting you undercover. And
yeah, I really want to, actually one time I really want to wear like a wig or like dress up as like a guy or something and then go in the dance floor and see if anyone like recognizes me. I feel like that'd be so fun. So yeah,
let's do this.
Yeah, I really want to, yeah. Or like just, yeah, I don't know, do something undercover or like wear like a blonde wig or something and see if it changes anything.
Well, actually we did this one time with Cryax at Reverze Festival. So we sent them to the merchandise stop to get like a hat and sunglasses and like a Rebirth hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then he went undercover. Nobody recognized him. There was such golden footage. And then eventually he starts talking when is Cryax playing? And that guy's like, I don't know. I don't give a shit about Cryax.
Bro. That's awkward.
And the other guy said like, yeah, you're supposed to be playing in a couple of hours. I can't wait to see him. I'm like, you don't recognize him then? No, who's this? So maybe we should do that for Reverze as well.
Yeah, well, there's actually people out there that think that I'm a guy, like with the name Mish. Like
What?
they're like, oh, you're a girl. And I'm like, last time I checked, obviously.
All right.
Okay, is there someone interrupted you during your dances with their phones?
Yeah.
Mine.
Well, it happens a lot. Like you need to find your friends at some point, for example. But it happens like so many times that you can't really fix this problem because you're at the festival crowd. It is really crowded as well. So it's really hard to avoid this or something. Many people are just going right in front of you and standing right in front of you. I don't think there is a solution for that, but I get the frustration as well. So yeah.
I have to admit, guilty. I'm that guy with the phone that interrupts somebody during the dance, but I didn't mean to. I was just checking something or just responding to a text, and then not so long ago, there was this girl. She tapped me on my shoulder, and she was like, "What the fuck are you doing on the dance floor if you're not dancing?"
Okay. Savage.
I was like, "Okay, fair point."
Okay.
So I put my phone away and I started to dance. Yeah, this is what you're supposed to do. Not be on your phone, just dancing. Oh, like, okay, you're right. So I'm sorry once again. You were completely right. But is there a solution for this problem? As in, okay, you need to tap the guy on the shoulder.
Well, you can maybe do that. Maybe I don't know if there is a solution, like I said, because it happens so many times. And maybe put your phone on silent mode or something, so you don't get any text messages or something, or any messages at all. Then you're more used to not picking up your phone. Maybe that could be a solution. But it's still a frustration because it happens too often to fix this.
Yeah, true that. Maybe your iPhone should have like a rave mode in there. So you can only answer to important text instead of just the bullshit.
Yeah, that's a good one actually.
Yeah.
Putting on rave mode. Okay, it's now doable on iPhone. So
yeah.
So Steve Jobs need to get back to work. Get in the rave mode for the
I think
iPhone.
he has to get back from his grave, I guess.
Oh shit!
Oh my god.
Moving on.
Anyway, it wasn't me.
Guilty once again. I'm sorry. No, but is there another solution? Do you need to get your phone into the locker or?
I don't know. I'm not really fond of having not my phone with me, but you can always try to how do you say that? Minimize your using your phone during a festival. You're at the festival, you have to experience it, and if you want to take a or want to make a movie or something, or want to film something, that's fine, okay? But keep your phone at the most like in your pocket. That's would be a good solution, I guess.
Or at least, like, I don't know, do it in front of people that are also doing it. Because they obviously don't want to dance. So then, like, everyone can just have, like, a phone section or something.
Like the phone zone.
Yeah.
The phone zone. That would be nice.
Yeah.
That would be cool, though. And that might be a solution, though.
Yeah, because, I mean, the girl was saying, like, she wanted to dance. So, like, just if you see people dancing, don't just, like, do it there. Just be like, oh, sorry, and then, like, move to the side or something. I don't know.
The phone zone is over there.
You can still use your phone, but just don't kill people's vibe with it. Pretty much.
Or just dance while you're at your phone. Like that's fucking amazing, man. That would be a good one as well.
I can only do one thing at a time.
Okay, you're still a guy.
Standard guy things.
Well, if you have a frustration as well, please send it to Instagram and in the voice clip, and then maybe we'll handle it in the next episode. All right, Mish. Recently there was a lot of discussion going on through the techno files, and DJ superstar Amelie Lens also responded to that by saying that after the allegations about inappropriate behavior in nightlife, they sparked a wider debate about safety in events, and also hard techno names like Shlømo, CARV have been removed from several lineups. But let's focus on that post of Amelie Lens, because she was saying like really good stuff. And Mish, you also shared that story on your own Instagram. How do you feel like women in nightlife, are they still being judged differently than men, or especially when it comes to appearance or what you wear? Yeah,
I would say so. Well, yeah, pretty much. Like whatever I wear what I wear. There's always someone commenting on it, especially like old men on Facebook for some reason. But they're all like, yeah, like, oh, you're a slut, or like, yeah, like why you just want attention and all this stuff like that. And I literally just wear my outfits for me. Like, I generally don't give a shit if someone sees me or not. I will still wear it because I want to wear it because I like wearing what I wear. Like, and
that is what you are.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Like even if I'm not performing, I will wear it to a festival. So it's like, it doesn't make a difference. So yeah, it just seems like a lot of, I don't know, guys really like to judge females on what they wear rather than like just, I don't know, not doing that.
like just judge you for who you are instead of what you wear.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's a pretty common thing, to be honest, and that also makes a lot of girls like not feel comfortable to wear what they want to wear. And girls should be able to do that. Like, you should be able to go outside and wear a bikini and not have a guy make a comment about it or
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
We all should like wear whatever we want, but I understand that females are getting more responses of somebody that doesn't need to say anything or whatsoever. They still bother you by saying those type of things.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, it's a regular thing that happens.
But isn't that a shame that you name it like regular?
Yeah. But yeah, it shouldn't be like that, but unfortunately it is. So yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I really think that what Amelie Lens posted on Instagram, she uses her platform to finally discuss the safety of women.
Yeah.
Do you hear that from fans as well, or do you? What are your thoughts on this?
On like what people wear, you mean? Or
no, like the safety of women.
Oh, safety of women. Yeah, no. Well, yeah, it's quite a common thing, especially if girls are on the dance floor. There's always a guy that will try and grope you or try and come up to you and not leave you alone and like be like, oh, who are you here with? And like, okay, it's fine if you're like, you know, just interested or whatever. But if you can tell that the girl generally does not want to talk to you, just stop the conversation and like leave her alone. Like, it's so many times where like you're just put in a situation where you want to just have fun with your friends and there's always some guy there that's like getting in the friends and be like, oh, I'm trying to talk to you, and you're like, yeah, okay. And then you can kind of just be like, okay, leave me alone. And you like turn around and then they just keep trying. And you're like, get the hint, dude. Like, it's crazy. And then
Take no for an answer.
Yeah. And then you just feel like so uncomfortable and like, then you just don't feel like safe. And it's like, it's not nice to be in that situation, and not even on the dance floor. It happens like everywhere. So yeah, it's definitely a thing that needs to change because it's like the education of men rather than what women need to do. So yeah,
because you also mentioned in your Instagram story that you saved a lot of women when these types of things happen.
Yeah.
Can you name an example of it? Like, when does it occur?
I'll give an example. Like, I was in Ibiza at one of the clubs. I can't remember which one it was. And I was just like dancing with my friend and we're having fun. And then I just saw this like guy go up to this girl and he was like dancing really close to her. And I could tell she was trying to like move away. I don't know if she was with friends or not. And then I was like, she looks really uncomfortable. So I went up to her and I was like, are you okay? And she's like, no, you won't leave me alone. So I'm like, okay, come here. And then like I got her to come with like me and my friend, and then he eventually like went away. But you kind of like got to do like the in-between dance between her and the guy and like, you know, just like shivel your way in, and then like eventually the guy like tries to go around and you're like, nope. And you just keep like kind of just doing the thing. So situations like that, or like, I can go up and be like, oh, she's my girlfriend, like we're together, so like she's not interested, sorry, like kind of like those vibes, like, which is ridiculous, but
but what do you need to do like for the guy to take the hint?
Yeah, is that like some of them just don't understand? Like, I just don't get how you don't get it. Like, it's so simple. Like, if someone's looking awkward with me, I'm like, okay, anyway. Like, I know some people don't really have like good cues when it comes to that stuff, or maybe it's a medical reason. I don't know, but like.
What's even worse is that they tried on like 10 different women, and out of the 10 women, they get one that actually responds to it.
Yeah, exactly. So like, it worked. Like,
yeah, it's really a shame that people, or especially men, don't really get the answer and don't really know how to just have a good conversation with a woman. It's so weird and random that they can do it or something.
Yeah. But I think that's also a problem where, like, now, especially, like, not that many people are social anymore. Yeah. Like, you have the internet and social media and stuff like that. So I think, a lot of guys don't really have many interactions with women. So that's, like, the point. And that the easiest way to do it is that you're at a party. So, but then they just don't know how to do it properly. So,
And do you hear the stories as well, Marijn?
Well, I see it, like, I do see it online, for example, but some artists that are like mentioning it out that people should not be like harassing women in that kind of way, you know. But it doesn't only happen at festivals, but also mainly at clubs or at a daily life. A lot of women just get harassed by men without her consent, you know. So it's such a shame, and I really think this shouldn't be happening anymore in 2026. But it's still the case, and I don't know how to ever fix this, because men are just in some cases just filthy men, man. It's really insane, and I have no respect for that at all. No.
Because what can we men generally, because this is not a festival problem, but a wider problem. Yeah. What can we men do to feel women more safe?
Yeah, just have some respect or something, you know. Don't be that guy that doesn't take no for an answer. Just understand what the situation is and act on it, you know. If they don't want it, that's fine. You can always talk to her. You can always approach her. There's no problem at all. If you find any resistance, then you should be stopping and just go ahead and go along with what you're doing at the moment, because it's really disrespectful towards the woman, indeed.
Yeah, because why is the approach that always the girl should have done something instead of men looking into their own behavior?
Yeah. Yeah, indeed. Yeah. Well, I personally think that women should also approach men more often. It's more like an old habit that the man should approach the woman. But
when it comes down to flirting, or
when it comes down to flirting, indeed. Yeah. But that's my personal thing. I think it's way more attractive if a girl comes to a man. Then you automatically have more chance that people will have that kind of connection between the two of them. So, that's my personal opinion about it. But
you like to be romanticized.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Well, I will say, girls always don't have to go out to smash.
No, of course not. No.
So maybe girls just want to go out with their girls, and that's the reason why girls don't like approach men. Mm-hmm. But I mean, in my experience, like if I see a guy and I'm interested, I'm like, hey, I'm the one that goes like up to them if I want to. But I also think that maybe as guys, if you do see a girl that looks uncomfortable, you can maybe, instead of me being the one that's like, hey, and like trying to get in between them, maybe you can go to the guy like, hey, fuck off.
Yeah, of course.
Too. Yeah. Because I do see a lot of guys that do that as well, and I'm like, fuck yeah, like, that's cool that you're looking out for the girls too. Mm. So because a lot of guys will just be like, ugh, I even saw like one of the comments that one of the artists made. He was like, this girl was so drunk backstage and it was so funny and we're all laughing at her, but she just like, all these guys were like trying to get with her, and it's like, that is not funny, dude. Like if you see that someone's intoxicated and then you try and take advantage of that, you have a problem. Like you really have a problem.
Yeah, 100% sure. And recently we went to the B-Front and Future Noise event, like the face-to-face. And I saw that one of the guys was just, it wasn't approaching, was just jumping in front of a girl and saying, hey, hot blonde.
Oh, really?
It was like from 0 to 100, like really short. And the girl, she literally just moved her head like this. So this is the international stop sign, right?
Yeah.
Well, the guy, he said, no, but I know the girl. And I said to the guy, okay, maybe you should take the hint, and she doesn't want it. Then he did it again. So he jumped in front of her saying again, hey, hot blonde. And once again, she did, no, I don't want it. But how strange is it that men can think, okay, I will conquer this woman by saying, "Hey, hot blonde."
Yeah.
There is no way that you can ever persuade a woman like that. It's just random and really out of place.
Yeah.
But that was actually the first time that I saw that she was just handling like it was just an ordinary Saturday night. As in, this happens all the time.
Yeah, but it probably does. That's
Yeah, but how
why.
strange is that?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's just, yeah. Once guys also start like drinking, that's when like you see their true colors most of the time. Like there's so many guys that I've known and I'm like, yeah, they're never gonna like, you know, hit on me or anything like that. As soon as they're drunk, you're like, oh fuck, okay. Yeah. So.
Then they drank enough courage to to actually do that.
Yeah.
But it baffles me that that it still is happening in 2026.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, can we men just make an agreement and think, okay, this is never going to happen again? Or what? When do we men finally get to the conscious? Okay, we don't do this anymore.
I have no idea when that moment comes, but there is already a lot of attention on social media, and people speak about it. Women speak about it for open and freely, and there are like institutions that also how do you say it, respect this kind of disrespect this kind of behavior. So yeah, there's a lot going on already, but eventually it has to come through to the minds of those people that are really trying too much towards a woman. So
yeah. I will say though, it's not all men.
Of course not. No.
There are, I know a lot of good guys out there, but yeah, it's the majority, unfortunately. So
yeah, and do you also see, because you tour a lot, like we mentioned,
yeah.
do you see that like it's everywhere, right?
Yeah, like I had a situation. I was in New York, and I got into the elevator, and then this like guy entered as well, and it was just me and him, and I was like, okay. Then he went to like put his card to scan, like to go to the lift, and he's like, "Oh, I'm on your level," and I was like, "Of course you are." And then I was just like standing there, and he said something, but he was like pretty drunk, so I didn't understand what he said. And then the doors open, so I just like try to walk really quickly. And he's like, "Excuse me." I was like, "Oh, yeah." And he's like, "I'm feeling really lonely. Do you want to hang out with me for 5 minutes?" I was like, "No, but I'm sure maybe someone downstairs will, like at the bar." And he's like, "No, but I want to hang out with you." And I'm like, "Okay, that's nice, thank you, but I'm not interested." And he's like, "Oh, what room number are you in?" And I'm like, "No, dude, I'm not telling you that. What the hell?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm in room 7, whatever it was." And then I'm like, "Okay, thanks. Well, good luck. Just go downstairs and maybe you can find someone." He's like, "Yeah, but I'm really lonely." And I'm like, "Okay, well, go downstairs, dude." Like, he just wouldn't, like, it just kept...
Yeah, and just stop it.
Yeah, and that was, like, in the middle of the day at a hotel. So, like, it's, like, all the time. And then you see, there's people backstage, there's people on the dance floor. Even if I'm walking down the street, someone will, like, drive past and catcall at me or, like, beep at me. And I could literally be wearing my pajamas and look homeless, and guys will still, like, beep at me and stuff like that. It's like, bro, what the like, I'm just trying to live my life. Yeah.
What the fuck? Yeah, it really sounds strange because I don't get it.
Yeah.
Women don't catcall me.
Yeah, it's not like, I mean, yeah, I've never really seen a girl that's been, girls do it, and it's also like girls aren't perfect too, like, but yeah, I mean, if I saw a hot guy, I wouldn't be like, I don't know. Like, it's like mostly the guys that can't get a girl are the ones that are doing it. That's what, in my opinion, like they're like really searching for it because they're like, I need a girl. So yeah. I don't know.
And in that Amelie Lens post, she also stated that 1 out of 3 women experience sexual physical violence in their lifetime, which is a whole lot.
Yeah.
What can we actually do for women to make it feel more safe? Is there any kind of solution that we can do at festivals or maybe just somewhere else?
Yeah, well, when I go to some bars, sometimes there's like posters on the back of the bathroom doors, and it's like, if you're feeling unsafe, say like this word to someone behind the bar, and then they will like help you.
That's a good one.
And yeah, it's like, I think maybe if we do that at festivals, so like everyone in the bar or security or anyone knows maybe I don't know, a word, or maybe you can do something or have it on the back of the toilet doors as well, even though there's porta potties, but I don't know, something like that girls know, okay, if something's happening to me, I can go and do that.
Do you know if this already happens at festivals or?
I don't think so.
No.
I think it's like a bar or like club kind of thing, or also some hotels too.
Yeah, it could be good for festivals as well.
Yeah.
Like for real.
Yeah.
Right?
I think it would be really good. I wanted to do a thing. I think I'm going to post about it on my story, but I would like if a girl ends in the crowd and they hold up their phone and they have like a certain like emoji or something on it, then I can know and then get the security to go to them or something like that too.
Oh shit.
Nice.
I think it's like doing those kind of things and just trying to make the girls feel safe. And I also post on my story like, if you're at my meet and greet and you don't feel comfortable, like please tell me and I will like get security on that like ASAP, because girls should just like feel safe wherever they are. So
No, that's really good, and I also really appreciate you speaking out for that, because it gets the problem under attention.
yeah.
And without that any attention, then those guys that try it 10 times and 9 times it doesn't work, and at one time they're spark their hopes that it does work.
Yeah.
We need to squash that, and the only thing to do that is to talk about it.
Yeah.
So for you to address that problem, I really have the utmost respect for that. I truly do.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm a girl's girl.
Yeah, but that's a good thing though, because the majority on festivals, well, at least on the lineup, is men, and it's also in the regular business type of stuff that when you get to the management boards, then the majority is still men.
Mm-hmm.
And we did a small research of the lineups in, well, let's say in the Netherlands and Belgium. How many women are on the lineup out of, let's say, 280 artists?
How many women?
How many women out of 280 artists are women?
From in the hard dance scene, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I don't know. I guess like maybe 30, 34 women, I guess.
3.
3?
Yeah.
What?
Fucking hell.
Okay.
Only 3 women out of 280. So on average, so we took like 20 festivals or something like that.
Yeah.
On average, 4.8% is women, or is a woman.
Okay.
Shit. All right.
That's something. Well, but only I don't know. Only 3 women are.
But you did
DJs?
that like just like hardstyle and hardcore?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Then that for me that makes sense.
Yeah,
but I thought
because-
you meant like techno. And I was
Yeah.
like, God damn.
No, just the harder styles.
Oh, okay.
So there are mostly in hardcore there are more female DJs, and they score around 9% or 7%. But when you go, for instance, for a hardstyle festival, then you see on the wider scale of stages that only 1.48% and 1.64%. So 1 out of 60 artists is
Usually me.
female.
You are that 1%.
Yeah.
But that is quite that's very low.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, but I don't think there's anything to do about it, because there are just a lot of male DJs. That's just something that has always been since the beginning of having DJs at a festival. But I do see like a lot more female artists getting bigger and growing bigger eventually. So maybe it takes time to eventually get to the point that there are more female artists. But with only 3, that's really low. I encourage every female DJ to go to pursue their career, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. Come join. Come join me.
Join the club.
Join that 1%.
Yeah.
But there's some kind of parallel within IT. So IT has like the image of computer nerds, which are only men that are working there. But now more women are getting the options to use computers as well. And now they're starting to get more women into IT. I think there's a big parallel between, well, the harder styles and IT as well.
Yeah.
So it makes a really good example of, for instance, you playing at main stages such as Rebirth, to play there, and also for young women to look up to, as in, okay, she's there, I want that too.
Yeah,
do you believe that as well?
Yeah, there's so many girls that say that to me, and I think it's so cute. Like, I'm like their little. I think like, well, I don't know. Like for me, like it was like I saw Lady Gaga, and I was like, fuck yeah, I want to be like Lady Gaga. So maybe like, yeah, maybe girls see me and they're like, oh my god, I want to be like her, and I'm like, so pooky.
No, but that's really. I think it's a good thing to have more women on the lineup because then also other women see that as in okay, it is actually possible to perform at a Rebirth main stage or at the other stage.
Yeah. I really don't know why there's not many like hardstyle girlies. Like there's very few of us that are doing like hardstyle, like hardcore. There's still some in up tempo and techno and stuff, but for some reason hardstyle, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, but it's really strange. We also looked at techno lineups.
Yeah,
and then it's 25%.
Yeah,
and for instance, big names like Marlon Hofstad, they just put together like an only female lineup to get them more in the picture because he's saying that it's really insane that in Ibiza, the first female headliner show has been announced for the entire summer. And in Las Vegas, it doesn't even happen.
No,
yeah.
So how strange is that? Everybody goes to Ibiza. Well, you just mentioned Ibiza. But there's no actual female show. Well, there is now, but there wasn't until this year.
Yeah. Really strange.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like Hannah Lang had her residency there.
Like all summer long.
Yeah. Last year.
That's a good thing, though.
Yeah. Because that was a show I went to where I had to squeeze on in between the guy and the girl.
Okay, so, and what can the industry do to make women feel more safe and also more visible?
Yeah, I don't know. Like I'm all for like girls being on the lineups and stuff like that, but if there's so many, like, or if we're talking about hardstyle, there's like not many of us, so it's kind of hard to put them on there if there isn't many of them. So yeah,
I can understand to do like the Marlon Hofstad, only book a female lineup, then it might be a little difficult.
Well, there are already some festivals that have like there was I think at Intense, I guess. I don't know if that's the case, but there are 3 hardcore DJs or uptempo DJs, female DJs.
Wasn't it Double Trouble with Yosha
and Nativity? Yeah. Those kind of things I really encourage it to have more of those things on the lineup. You know, that's why not, right?
Yeah.
And it's like more like a female power set than instead of just one female being able to play. That's also good, of course, but having that girl power at the stage, I think that really attracts people to come over to their set. So that will be a good thing. And for the safety, I guess what you said with the secret word at the bathroom or making an emoji towards you or something. That those kind of things are really good to have more safety for women on the festival. And maybe also the security needs to pick up their attention more. I guess I don't know if that happens. Like if a security sees someone having trouble with a man, I don't know if that's already happening or something. But
and we as men should take accountability,
of course.
Also for your own friends. If your friend is doesn't behave himself towards a woman, then you should say as a friend, don't do this.
Yeah, don't just like, even if I know the guys are like, he's my bro, like whatever. Just put that ego down and just be like, dude, stop. Look at what you're doing, and then like kind of get them to rethink.
If he really is your bro, then you should tell him, don't do that.
Yeah, don't be a dick.
Indeed.
Okay, and if we sit here in 5 years again, what would we hope that would fundamentally has changed in these 5 years?
Or hopefully more girlies on the lineups.
We're getting to the 25%. Like techno.
Yeah, but I think more as like hardstyle and techno is kind of merging, maybe we will see a little bit more of that because it will be a bit of a wider reach, I guess. Like I do know, I'm replacing Shlømo actually at LBW in Texas, and now it's like me and 4 other girls on the lineup, which is pretty cool, but they're all techno girlies, so I'm the only like hardstyle girl. So yeah, I think just also trying to like, I don't know. I just hope that like, the whole environment for girls is a lot safer, and guys kind of like get their senses together to realize that no literally means no.
Yeah.
Take no for the answer.
Yes, indeed. And also the social media attention should be like way more visible, of course. Maybe it doesn't really help now at the moment. But if you keep on giving that attention, eventually some people will, how do you say that? Change their behavior, and hopefully, then in 5 years, the safety will be like a much better for women in general, not only on festivals but also like in public or at a club or something, or during work or something. So
Yeah, okay. I think that's a really good goal to have, and this might be a little bit a heavy topic than we're used to in the podcast, of course.
Yeah.
But we shouldn't avoid these type of conversations because they're really important for every visitor on a festival.
Yeah.
Everybody knows a friend, a girl, a daughter, or whoever that is female and gets these type of problems. So that's why we should really express that, and that's why, like I said, I really admire you sharing that post of Amelie Lens as well.
Yeah, thank you. I think like if guys really just think about it, like, would I want this to happen to my daughter? Like, think of it that way. Like, then I think their whole mindset would change.
For sure,
course,
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all for the girlies here.
Yeah.
Well, before we continue, we would like to ask you one thing, and that is, if you support PLAFONDDIENST, then please subscribe to the YouTube channel, and also give us a 5-star rating if you're listening on Spotify. We're approaching the 900 ratings, and it's still a 5.0, so we're really proud of that, and thank you for that support. Also, leave a comment for what you think of this episode with Mish, and also hit that bell, because then you're already notified when there's a new episode coming up. Okay, Mish, then moving on to the future, because you recently stated on your Instagram that you part ways with Aggressive Records.
Yeah.
But moving on to new things, what is on the horizon for you?
There's things happening, but I can't really say much right now.
Yeah, I'll leave the scoop button out of here. I promise, I won't press this one.
No, things are happening. I'm working on a lot of stuff. I'm just working on focusing on having a good time and like not putting so much pressure on myself, and being a bit more experimental with what I'm doing, and just trying to go outside of my little box that I was usually in and try new things. So
you said that you're like more in the hard dance era at the moment, so more variety of your track list now.
I've been playing a little bit of like techno. I'm really becoming a Zag girly now. I can't help myself. I never thought I would be, but I am.
You joined the dark side.
Yeah, for real. I know. I think like after playing in America, because they love everything there. Like I play such a different set there. It kind of made me realize like, oh shit, I do like playing everything. So that kind of made me realize like this is what I want to do. And I guess it gives me the chance to be a little bit more international, because my Dutch bookings aren't really doing well. I've got like 4 shows this year. So
4 shows in the Netherlands.
Yeah, kind of wondering why I still live here.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So.
And what is it in Zaag that finally ignited the spark for you?
Honestly, well, first it was like, the Too Cold edit.
Yeah.
So I remember I first heard that and I was like...
By Equal 2, right?
Yeah, Equal 2 edit. Yeah, I was like, ew, like, what is this? Like, I was like, there's no way I would ever play that. And then I started playing it, and then I was like, okay. And then, like, I already had some Zags in my tracks with CrowdX. And then I don't know what it was. I also Germany, they love it there. So I started I trying to like put it in my sets for them, and then now I just put it in there for me because I like it. So but it's not all Zags. It has to be a good Zag. If it's a bad Zag, I'm not interested.
What makes a Zaag a good Zaag?
I don't know. It just needs like the power, and it doesn't need to be so like ridiculous. I don't know. And it doesn't need to be fun. Like not like just like. There's some of it where it's like just like a noise. I don't like the noise. I just like the
vibe.
Yeah, the vibe. It makes it fun. Yeah. Or like the cheeky. There's like FTS edit now that I'm playing. It's like a Colin Henners edit. He's from Australia, and he just made a Zag edit, and I'm like, it's so cheeky. I love playing it because people don't expect it. So.
He's the guy of the memes, isn't he?
Yeah, like he'll take like a sound from like TikTok and then make a track out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him creating a Zag of a washing machine.
Yeah, he does that stuff. So.
Wow.
That's quite a challenge, though.
Yeah.
And one of the bookings in the Netherlands is actually Reverze, where you will be playing a main stage set, but also a Holy Pookie with the Saints on the campsite, and a versus with d-sturb.
Yeah, I'm so excited about that. I've like loved d-sturb forever. So, like he was one of the first like raw artists that I really loved. So I'm super excited to be playing with him that one. And yeah, the Holy Pookies are going to be just fun. Like it's gonna be really different. I think it's on the campsite as well.
Yeah.
So,
and the craziest shit happens at the campsite.
Yeah. I've always wanted to play at the intense pool party.
Oh yeah.
I really want to do that. That would be super fun. Like I love doing like that's my thing. Like if it's something different, I love doing it. Like also playing like DEF CON like back to back with Gecko.
Yeah.
I love doing that stuff, and like I've done back to back with Pat B, and I just like I just doing the same thing every weekend. Like I like to just change it up and just do fun stuff. So yeah,
because there's a wide variety of different types of sets you play.
Yeah. I've done one of Major Conspiracy as well. That was intense that they're hosting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I
with the costumes, right?
Yeah, I dressed up as a girl. I dressed up as a guy, and they dressed up as girls because it all started. I was like streaming on Twitch, and they came on, and then like they ended up in wearing my dresses, and I ended up wearing a guy's shirt. I don't know how that happened, but so yeah. Yeah.
And looking at the rest of 2026, what can we expect of Mish this year?
Yeah, this new music that's going to be kind of the same as what I was doing, but yeah, just having a bit more different variety and stuff, and a lot more collabs, and hopefully even more international shows. And I'm actually doing something pretty fun for Power Hour this year too, so I'm very excited about that.
Damn.
Yeah, so I'm super hyped about that too. And just the same old me, just doing what I love, and still doing meet and greets every time that I'm playing somewhere, because I just love meeting everyone. So I'm just vibing, just trying to enjoy everything and just be a bit more free now. So yeah.
Cool. Well, good to hear that, because no one hits the kick rolls like you do.
Well, there are some people that are pretty good, but I mean, if it's my own tracks, of course.
No, really good to hear that, and we can't wait to see you everywhere in 2026. So I think we are approaching the end of this podcast, and is there anything you would like to add to those who are watching or listening right now?
Okay, I would like to give some advice to up and coming DJs or like people. Please read your contracts and get a lawyer to check it. That's all I'm going to say. Like I think it's so important to talk about the fact that if you're new and you're very excited and you like want to have all these new opportunities and everything like that, just please make sure you know what you're getting into. And don't just jump into the first thing that you get offered.
That's real good advice.
Yeah, I don't think there's many people that talk about it, but like coming from experience, please just make sure you really check what you're doing. And I know lawyers are expensive, but it's worth it in the end. So
yeah.
You can always ask someone within your connection to have an extra look at it. You don't have to get a lawyer right away, but have some people look at the contract and maybe go through ChatGPT or something. But just have a double check at the contract before you sign anything.
Yeah. ChatGPT is very helpful for that stuff. Yeah.
But also ask a lawyer.
No, it's like, there's a lot of, the music industry for some reason is so like really, I don't know how to word it, but just they really like to take advantage of people that are, kind of new to everything or like up and coming and stuff like that. So just be careful with what you're doing, because in the end, it's always going to be better to get someone to check it. So just do that.
Yeah, for instance, newcomers can be blindsided by the amount of words in such type of contracts.
Yeah.
So they don't get to the actual point by reading everything to the very last detail, but it benefits you when you do.
Yeah.
When you actually do that.
Yeah. And just because like you're offered a longer term of something or whatever doesn't necessarily mean that that's better. I'll just say that, because some people can come with you and be like, here, sign for, I don't know, an example, like 20 years. And you're like, oh my God, you have so much trust in me that you want me to sign for that long? Wow. But in the end, no. Don't do that. Or maybe just don't even have a contract at all. That's always the best. Just have some trust. But that's not really a thing in the music industry either. So like a lot of people can offer you like, they promise you things, so you sign. And then in the end, you're like, oh, you promised me that, but it's not what I thought it was. And then you're just like kind of frustrated. And
Check, double check.
Yeah.
Check again.
Yeah.
It's really important. I'm not sure how do you deal with contracts flux overload?
Yeah, I check them and I double check them, and I have some people that they will always read the contract before I sign anything. So that's just actually common knowledge to do it. But some artists or some newcomers, they are just getting so much overwhelmed by the fact that they can sign at a label or at a bookings agency, and
you can't blame them, because some of them are really working for many years on their dream.
And
then when it finally happens, then they take the contact for
but the first way into being a professional is to always check and double check everything you do and everything you sign. So it's really good advice that you give here.
And just like there's so many words in a contract, and you're like the terminology, you're like, oh, that's not what that meant, but it actually means something different, and then you've already signed it and you're like, oh shit. So
Well, great piece of advice for the end of the episode.
Exactly.
Mish, thank you once again for your transparency and also for your words of advice. We really appreciate you sitting here and talking about these types of topics. And we can't wait to see the Pookie Gang all over 2026.
No, thank you for having me. It was really nice. So
cool.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for listening and watching. We hope to see you at the next PLAFONDDIENST next Tuesday at 4 o'clock. Bye-bye.
Bye.
This podcast is powered by Amelie Lens. Use discount code HARDNEWS10 for a 10% discount on your festival outfit.